I'm Jeff Jarvis, blogger at Buzzmachine.com, here for Beat TV, and I'm with Mark Whitaker, who's the new head of Ventures, Digital Future, the fate of journalism at Washington Post Newsweek Interactive. How are you enjoying the new gig?
It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Are you, in your new role, mainly going to start or buy innovation?
We're looking at both. We think we can generate some things internally with our existing talent by partnering on the content side with other people, but a lot of people are coming to us with acquisition possibilities, and we're looking at all of it.
We have a problem in this industry, in the newspaper and news industry, of a lack of innovation, I'd say. That's why Martin Nissenholt started a lab at the New York Times Company. I think it's a woeful picture. Can we innovate in the news business? Is it possible? If you're going to score our innovation as an industry at 100% would be proper amount, where are we now as an industry?
Well, I think you have to make a couple of bets, and I think one of the interesting things about what the Post is doing and asking me to do this job is, in a way, it's a kind of counter hedge against the old media strategy of just investing in your existing properties, looking at new properties, new opportunities, new ways of doing things. As you know, the Washington Post bought Slate a couple of years ago. We've learned a lot from them and their experience as being an all-online publication. We just hired Rob Curley, who is probably, the most interesting web developer in the world of local.
And Adrian Holovati, too.
Adrian Holovati, who is probably, the master right now at interactive relational databases and so forth. So we're bringing a lot of people in-house who I think have some interesting ideas, and then, of course, the cross-pollination and synergy between us, batting around ideas, is also very exciting.
Washington Post Online has been really a leader, and you've done wonderful things, WPNI as a group. What do you think the best frontiers are now going forward? Then we'll talk about a few of the things you've already done. But what are the best frontiers that you see for news online and your work?
Well, one of the things which I know that you talk about very publicly is I think there's a real opportunity in what we call hyperlocal content. And we're obviously focused on being the best at that in the Washington area, and I think we're going to learn some lessons there that might be applicable elsewhere. I think that, I think online, the web is all about passions, and I think you have to figure out what people's passions are and connect with them there, and then sort of build out from there. So we're looking, in terms of new opportunities, at content, vertical niches, building websites around those, and also around very specific audiences where I think who are looking for meeting places to come together online.
A lot of folks have tried local and have failed at various. I made experiments that didn't work when I was at Advance. Back fence, over your back fence is going through some changes right now. There have been some others. What do you think the secret sauce is, if you're willing to say, to what's going to make hyperlocal start to click?
Well, I think Curley, has been very successful at it, and he's teaching us a lot of lessons. I think a big part of it is consumer-generated content, and allowing that in an interesting way that doesn't get totally out of control, but makes the users and the community feel like they have a stake. I think mobile actually is a big part of it, and increasingly will be so as people get their information and their alerts and so forth, through their cell phones and text messaging and so forth. I think there are passion points locally around sports, around entertainment, around local politics. I think those are the things you need to focus on.